Hey, Faevoured ones, welcome to your reading checkpoint, where we will be going over in a pick a pile what goal you were at the midway point for in honor of Litha, the midsummer solstice. Happy solstice if you celebrate. But yeah, we will be doing 3 piles today. This is a Rhapsodomancy Divination video, which is a ancient form of divination where I will be using clairaudience, sentient, and voyance in order to intuitively come up with messages from my own poetry passages, verses, and whatnot. In honor of it being midsummer, I have chosen 3 stones that represent the sun. At least I'm sure. Anyway, don't quote me on that. But they all are orange and whatnot, so we will go over them. Pile number 1 is orange calcite. And it kind of looks like a rune to me, so some of you may be into divination as well and enjoy doing rune work or doing sigils. That may resonate for some of you. And speaking of resonate, this is a general reading, so some messages are meant for others and some will be meant for you. Use your discernment and sit with it, or bring out your own cards, or roll a dice and do odds, true, evens, no, whatever you need to do in order to find the answers within you, as you have free will. So, and the second one we have is the Sunstone. Now it's 211 on the time. It is 21 today, so that may be confirmation that you're watching it on the day that I upload it. This is Citrine. Look for pile number 3. All right. So yeah, I'm not doing any personal readings at this time. If anyone messages you telling you they have messages for you and you should get them money, that's a scam. Even if I was doing messages for money, I wouldn't be hitting you up inside of your inbox. So, pile number 1. If you chose the orange calcite, which removes fear and negativity, then this pile is for you. Get over here so you can see it still. And yeah, we'll go ahead and pick out your reading. So it feels like you wanting to remove negativity either within your own thought patterns or in the environment around you by building more boundaries and realizing it's not the removal of fear that creates courage. It's acting on it even though you are afraid. I have 49 poems now, so pile number 1, please, angel guides, guardians, and ancestors of only the highest good. Pile number 1s, please. 19. So 19 could be an important number to you, or the number 10. The number 10 is the number of completion, and also is 9, depending on which stories you fall into and which beliefs you follow. Number 19, discernment. There may need to be some discernment, because I said that when what I wanted to say was determined pursuit. So you may need some to use your discernment when you're making choices on what it is that you're halfway done pursuing, and the next half, what you really need to do is just make sure that you're using your discernment in order to complete whatever this goal is that you're halfway complete. So empty wishes uttered with faded might, intrusive thoughts blurred sight, recovery path beckons to behold, await the lost to be consoled. Cruelty up another notch, innocent left behind botched. Discernment, again, determined pursuit to flourish, emerge from all that is church. Journey full of surprise, lessons all shape and size. Kept arms wide open, moral compass as one's guide. Oh, kept arms open wide, moral compass as one guide. Take leap and stride, giving into the flow of the tide. So it seems like you're halfway through reaching recovery, the path of recovery. You're never going to fully be recovered, but you're halfway through the pursuit of sobriety. So you might be working on your sobriety and you're like maybe halfway at the mark of getting one of your coins, the tokens of like accomplishments. You could be halfway through, being on any kind of things like house arrest or, taking the program. It doesn't even have to be that. It could be from trauma that you're recovering as well, recovering from sickness. It's all going to depend on your own situation. All I know is that you're halfway mark of the recovery path that beckons to behold. So you're waiting to finish the finish line. And intrusive thoughts may have been blurring your sight, making you feel like you're never going to recover, you're never going to find stability. But the journey is full of surprises, and despite all the lessons of different shapes and sizes, you have continued to hold your arms wide and wanting to let your moral compass be the guide, because you no longer want to make those choices due to your own moral compass, and you're giving in more flow of the tide. Spirit just wants you to keep using your discernment. You're determined, and maybe you're worried about whether or not your discernment is wrong, and it wasn't. And it was people are wrong for the way they treated you, not for the way you loved. And it's saying like you think your innocence was left behind or botched, and it's never too late to treat yourself to what you deserved in the past. So if there's anything you think you deserved in the past that you didn't get treated to, treat yourself. And I think that's what the message is right now. And the more you treat yourself to whatever it is you thought that you deserved in the past and didn't get it from other people, that it will remove another layer of the fear from your heart. And you can call upon your support group, you can call upon your angels, guides, guardians, ancestors, whoever you believe in, your like support system, earth angels, stuff like that. But it looks like you are getting into the flow of the tide that's pulling you towards the path that you are beckoning to hold. You want to be on your path, and you are halfway reaching the sights of that. It's going to slowly stop being blurred, but the more you use your discernment and believe in yourself. And I know that's easier said than done. Fear is one heck of a an adversary, and just looks like you're not giving up. And if you're following your moral compass and you're making better choices for you that you know better now, like Maya Angelou, once you know better, do better, right? So as long as you're taking the steps to do better and not being too hard on yourself when you fall back off of that path, as you know, everyone's human and we can falter, then I believe that you're doing the best you can, and you deserve to know that you're doing your best, and that's different every day. So keep doing your best. Those 143 on the clock, those 1043, but 143, the universe loves you. And yeah, I know that's all the messages. In honor of Hecate, which is this the celebration Midsummer is supposed to be in regards to Hecate, I wanted to use a key as a pendulum and ask a yes or no question. So you can ask either yes or no, and I'll give you a few seconds if you want to pause on the video and think of when you can. And then I'm going to ask. Hecate, please come through as protection and please tell me yes, no, or maybe. So the answer for pile group number 1 is yes. So whatever your question was for you personally, the answer is yes. And I'm going to take some of these, get you extra confirmation in our name, places, stuff like that. Is that all of them? No. Is that everything, guys? Yes. No. Okay. Panini. Some of you may be eating a panini right now. Don't listen to people who want to doo-doo on your recovery, because you know there will be people who want you to be the way you were before you got sober because you were easy to manipulate and maybe people please towards them, or they, you know, in order to get your fix from them, you did things you didn't want to, and like don't let them show on your recovery or as a person, because it doesn't change, your past doesn't define you, and being someone who's decided to be sober or even in the process of it deserves encouragement, not shit being thrown on them. I try not to say it, like honestly, yes. Winnie the Pooh, some of you might enjoy Winnie the Pooh. That might be some of it. It might be a comfort movie for you. I have 6, 6, and then 9, 9, and then 6, 9, 6. You know what it is. And then 9, 6, and there's also the number 8 here. So some of you might be shown your past soon. Shannon, Pony. Some of you guys might like My Little Pony, or show, or like racing, like gambling on horses and stuff like that. Show Pony. Get excited that you've made choices to better yourself. I'll let you know the numbers here in case. Hispanic could be one. Posing. Some people could be posing as you, so there could be people who are like copying you. There's hopes. Don't give up hopes. Hops. You might drink a lot. That could be something that you're recovering from. You're trying not to drink as much, like hops. Some of you might be in a hotels a lot, traveling with inns I got here. Pins they're called pins, recovery pins. That's fun. You may be reaching your midpoint for reaching your next pin. So congratulations everyone who's taken this decision and those who work towards it, or those who just cope and live with it, as I know most of the time is from people who've gone through some dark stuff and seen some shit, and others it's just trying to cope and self-medicate, so I'm not going to judge. Oh yeah, it was HINSNP. Oh, some of you might be shitting on you, telling you it's like a sin and stuff like that. Catholicism. They have communion line too. That's all I'm gonna say. Remember to eat, hydrate, and have fun, especially the hydrate part in the summer coming up, and those who may be on medication or drinking and stuff like that, you really need to get the extra water in there. All right. Thank you for coming to my video. If you give me a thumbs up, as that's the only thing I ask for as I do these readings, I'd appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye. Pile number 2. If you chose the Sunstone, see if I can get it here with the sun. It just wants to shine so bright. And that might be you. You, pile number 2, is just might like to shine so bright, or you are bright. You know, you are shining bright, and that you're learning how to shine as bright as you can again, and that's what you are at the midway point of. That's it could resonate for some of you. That's what I'm feeling. Sunstone is to instill good nature for the wearer who uses it. Real self shine through. How to say what I'm hearing is that group number 2 is that you really shine through even when you're tired and your battery, might be low. You still get what you need to done, and you make it look easy, and you shine your brightest and your true authentic self. So I'll put that over there. It's also good for those who are learning how to say no. It's supposed to help with saying no. But of course, it also takes inner coping to do as well. It's not always easy, but people pleasing is not healthy either. Okay. 49 poems now, so let's pick yours. Group number 2, please, guides, guardian, ancestors, and protectors. Only the highest good of messages, please come through. That's guides, guardians, ancestors. Group number 2. And there we go. Number 10. So it seems like something may be more than at the midway point for you. You may feel like you're only at the midway point, group 2, but really, Spirit's saying you're so much closer to whatever you're working on than you actually feel. As number 10 symbolizes the number of completion, you may see it as you go around on like receipts, gameplay, the music station, like time stamps and everything else like that. Number 10. So let's get into your poem. Oh yeah. So, proud. Disappointed in humanity, society based on individuals' vanity, when you're left with only being fine, crawling and clawing your way to the finish line. Darkness as you descend further in your dive, holding out for a time to feel alive, treading frantically so hope does not become faded, rejecting the urge to give in to jaded, never done as I've been told, ending with being scolded. Resilience is the key to rising above, making a future filled with more love. Refuse to believe that there's no one like you who's ready to stand up and make a change too. Always been told I'm either too nice or too loud, but you'll never stop me from being proud. And that is your attitude. You're wanting to be like in people's faces, not being jaded. You want to feel alive. You're being unapologetic with who you are and rebelling against what standards of society has for vanity and, you know, switching from being disappointed in humanity to working on yourself and staying in your lane and knowing as you work on you, the surroundings around you will like start to mirror that more and more. And and you're thinking that you're only midpoint at your checkpoint to resilience, but your resilience already is making that future filled with love. You think it's like not even coming your way, like super 8 of Wands energy of like wish fulfillment coming in, and you don't care if you're like people want to scold you for being too nice and too loving and too light, and stop shining your light so bright. You making me look bad. It's like, I'm not making you look bad. I'm just being me. If you're not that nice, that's okay. You can be the bare minimum. You can be the bare necessities. Okay? Like, go over there, and I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna shine my light. And you're learning again. You think you hit the wall where where people do marathons and they like hit that wall, even though they're like sometimes really close to the finish line, and with the crawling and clawing. And it was hard work for my group number 2, which is why I'm so excited that you're so badass. And I love your energies. But yeah, you feel like you need to hold out for that time to feel alive, and Spirit wants you to know, start taking each day and acting like, what would I do on a day where I feel alive, and pick one thing and do it. If you write something down, like even an idea of a point start. If you want a vision board, it's one thing at a time. Like put a blank piece of paper next to your bed and write thing each day, or whenever you remember. You're not on any time limit. You're giving yourself that time limit. That's why you feel like it's so far away to attain, because you're putting limitations on how long something should take for you to receive it, even though you deserve it right now. And that's what Spirit wants you to know, is that you deserve everything you think that you should deserve after you've made lots of different accomplishments or accolades and rewards that have come in, even though you're successful right now and you're past the midway point to success, because you're living it, and they want you to know that it's okay. And with time, you will feel you are too. And they understand your frustration and they love you. And you're never gonna stop being proud, and I'm proud of you too. Fuck yeah, don't let people push you around. We didn't come here to be pushed around. So, in honor of Litha, this midsummer solstice, which is connected to the goddess Hecate, I wanted to use a key, which is one for symbols, to use as a pendulum to answer one yes or no question. There may be maybes, I don't know. We will find out. I will give you a minute to ask a question. You can pause the video if you'd like to. You got your question? Good. Hecate, please come through for group number 2. Yes or no? Oh, I got a yes for you. And she wanted me to tell you to stop questioning it, because she wouldn't push it at first, because she was like, she said you already know the answer. As well as get you some of these for some extra confirmation. On all of them. Okay. Some of you could be a vlogger or work on social media or alarm systems, as I have the pound, number sign, hashtag, what will. Or you might like playing tic-tac-toe. Could be another thing coming out for you. Maybe you enjoy doing kids stuff that people like to give you flack for, and you're like, do what I want, and yeah, do what you want. It's not hurting nobody. 29, you could be 29, or you could be watching this on the 29th. You could have been born in 92. Your name could be Tom. Some of you could have a tummy ache with Toms. Some of you might feel like you're a mutt, so people might make fun of your background and say that you can't do something just because you're of your certain culture or beliefs, and you're telling them, no, I can do this, you know, and gives them the bird and go on your merry way. I have the initials T and S. T and T, US, so you could live in the US. I have the name Justin, or I have the word justice as well. The word human, so just remember that you're human and you're doing the best you can. Your following feels like you're a must to watch. Like, if you're doing a spell, they want to see how you're doing it. If you're doing readings, they want to see how you're doing it. If you're doing funny comedian stuff, they want to see what's up next. That you're loved. You got a following, even if it's not big at first, you know, even if you don't have it started yet. Your future following already believes in you, and spirit, your guides, and I know for sure you definitely have a support team around you because you are awesome. And for those who don't, you may be at the some of you could be at the midway point of reaching your support system and your chosen family that you surround yourself with. Yeah, I have USA as well. Some of you might be, since this is the halfway point, I think, to Samhain, because I have the letters for Samhain here as well, which is Halloween. So some of you might just be really into super Halloween, and you might be like, do it all year round, no matter what people say, and be all cryptic and that. Or you may be getting, like, working towards something that may happen for you in Samhain, especially if you're doing spiritual stuff. That's when the veil thins. It's also considered some of the new year because it goes into the harvest. So I also have 1972. It could be from, or someone important to you could be born in that year. Masses, so you could have people coming to you in the masses. I have the HMA, hams. You could be like working out a lot, or you just might like ham. You could like Poinyo and Studio Ghibli stuff. Yeah, so jams, you could be making jams a lot. And giving them to your family, and some people will just like not be into that ingredient. Or you could be making like music. You could be making music like that's my jam, old school. Yeah, so I have JAMSUTTH, and the numbers 1, 9, and 7, and 2. You could be 27, you could be 21. Today is the 21. So that could be, you could be watching this on the day I upload it. Is good possible. It is 2:22 on the time right now. Oh, it was before. Oh, it still is. Ah! My computer changed before my phone did. Anyways, yeah, no, that's the end of your video. Thank you for stopping by. If you could give a thumbs up, that's the only thing I ask for in my videos to help support me and others in order to see the video. So that's appreciated. Thank you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Remember to eat, hydrate, and have fun. All right, bye. Pile number 3. It is 3344 on the clock. If you picked out the citrine, then you will be working on aligning your chakras, cleansing your aura. You could be bringing order into your life, or there could be some sort of order that you're waiting for that's halfway delivered. Or bringing order to your chaos. Citrine aligns chakras, cleanse aura, brings mental clarity. You could be through the midway point of starting, like being on a new medication and getting adjusted to them. It also brings aid to your digestion. So some of you could have tummy issues or allergies, or just a new diet that you have started to just try and be more healthy and cleanse your aura by integrating more vegetables and things of a higher vibration. So yeah, my phone. Get which number is for our group number 3, and not sit on my foot. Okay, I have 49 poems now, so let's get for group number 3, please, guys, are archangels, spirit guardians, and ancestors. Group number 3. Number 37. So number 37 or 3 or 7 or 11 could be important to you. It could be path number 11. You can look that up online if you're interested. What path numbers are, and you can look it up with a calculator if you put that in Google. It was 3, 4. It's 3, 5, 4. Oh, never mind. My dyslexic brain thought it was in a different order. But it seems like it is the next step of your life. If I saw that, it was for a reason. Next step of your life, maybe going from the halfway point is like you could be graduating one semester and moving into the next one. So it's like you are at the midway point of being done your doctrine or, trade studies and hours that you need in order to move into your career that you plan on doing, which is kind of cool because with the aligning chakras, you're aligning a lot of things in your life right now. I feel spiritually and balancing all parts of your life: fun, work, play, and hobbies and all sexy time. You're combining all that together. If you are into that, if you're asexual, of course you are valid as well. It's just everything else you would want to balance in your time in all different aspects of your life. And we actually do have the poem Ziggity. Lumosity, revitalization, celestial sunrise, peekaboo dance, fleeting glance, axis, pirouette around, shadow cast upon the ground, zigzag loops, crisscross swoops, planetary veiling, maneuvers unfailing, orbits alignment take shapes, terracotta kiss landscapes. So a lot of you could be really into planets and their alignments and all the different movements and moon phases and where's Jupiter and what sign is it in. You're really getting into that, or you just might like planets. You're really into science, just like, or even you don't have to know anything about it. You just, whenever you look up at the stars, you're like, or when you see the moon, you're like, look at the moon. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from pile number 3, is that you really love the planets and landscapes. You might enjoy taking pictures of sunsets and sunrises and landscapes, or you could be, going out into nature in order to look at the planets and stuff. You got like your little telescope and you're ready inside the middle of the field with your blanket, all walk to remember style, whether it's with yourself or someone else, you are going. That's my kind of energy I'm getting from you. And I guess whatever event that you're waiting for is like at the midway point. There could be some sort of planet alignment that you're waiting for. Like some of you may be doing moon work where you're waiting for a certain moon phase in order to manifest something into it, and you're just like at the halfway point before you can do that. You could also be waiting for Samhain and Halloween, All Hallows Eve in order to come through. You could be the type that really likes dancing as well, because there's a lot of dancing references, so you could maybe learning, even though whether you are good at it or not, you're learning and you wanting to explore that part of yourself that you've never had, and dancing can really bring your chakras and cleanse your aura and bring you back into alignment. And since we are technically, celestial and celestial as well, that would make a lot of sense that you're starting to unveil hidden talents that you didn't know before. It doesn't have to exactly be dancing. It could be something that you've wanted to have as a hobby, that you've decided, hey, I don't even care if I'm bad at it. I don't care if I know what step to take next. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to have faith that if I'm having fun, then that's what I'm meant to be doing. As long as you're taking care of your basic needs, like I said at the beginning, you're bringing in alignment with taking care of your basic needs and your fun and your stability, your social group and efforts of community. But at the same time, you're like, hey, I really want to start this hobby. It could be photography, it could be painting, it could be all different kinds of dances, especially with crisscross. It could be that you're just going out to the club again, or out to festivals. You could be going to festival, or rock concerts, any kind of concerts. You might be getting to go out to concerts again. You could be singing, especially, with pirouette. You could be into ballet. You aren't letting anything that you thought in the past would hold you back. Like, you within yourself, you're like, oh, but I'm not good at it. Oh, but I don't know anyone to teach me. And you started looking at YouTube and videos on how to do it. You're letting the alignment take shape. You're letting your dream begin to form, and you're like midway between, fully finding your passion for it through all of the doubts. When you first start something and you're nervous about it and you're worried about if you're not going to be good at it, and then you start getting the hang of it, and it starts feeling less like daunting and more exciting. I feel like that's where you are, group number 3, with where you are finding a hobby that you like, where you're at the midway point between being excited and letting go of those self doubts and self limitations, or old people, old things that people had said to you in the past that made you not want to take a chance on something that brings you joy. So I'm proud of you, group number 3, for deciding to go against all the shadow and all of the old bullying and deciding, hey, it sparks joy. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And that's so cool. That's so cool to do. If you're like nervous about something, you still get up and like willing to do it is so brave. As someone who's had to do that before, it takes a lot of like affirmation of F it, I'm just gonna do it. So for in honor of Litha, the Midsummer, which is connected to the deity Hecate, I will be letting you ask a yes or no question. Now, be forewarned, there could be a maybe. I don't know. So, I hope you get concise answer, but if you feel the need to, you may pause and think of a question, and I will give you a second to get ready. Got your question? Okay. Hecate, please come through with protection and answer group number 3 on yes or no. So she came through and said no. It felt stranger than the last couple two because like it felt like she felt sad that you were asking. So whatever the question was, that would make her sad for you to hear to ask, then may you find love to replace the feeling in your heart for that answer of no. So that's everything I have. I'm gonna get you some of these as well for okay. Got the word hey and heya. I got baby, so some of you could have babies, some of you could be at the midway point of being pregnant to you know, full term. And you could be nervous about that, and you're at the beginning you were nervous, you're like, oh my goodness, I'm pregnant, but now you're at the point like I'm pregnant, you know, and finally letting it sink in. Or it could be a midway point between when the adoption comes through as well. That could be one of the things of why you are doubting yourself on whether or not you'd be accepted. Even if you don't have children and whatnot, or fur babies, plant babies, you're still valid family just on your own. I just want you to know that. Luxury. It seems like you're a halfway point to luxury, whatever that may be for you. I got weigh, so it's telling me it doesn't matter what you weigh, or that you may use weigh like milk thing. You might be bulking up. I have the word bulk here, so you might be at midway point to the flex range, the whatever your goal is to reach, whether it is overall toneness, bulking, slimming down, whatever it is, may you be healthy and happy. Bulbix. Oh, some of you may be Pokemon training, you could be a halfway point. You know, which could be one of the hobbies. You started playing Pokemon, or, you know, another sort of video game that you didn't really know whether you'd be good at video games, and now you're just giving it a try. You could be starting a video game YouTube channel, and it might be slow at first. Got BMX. Yeah, buddy, yeah, I go bike ride. Yeah. Excuse my language. Sorry, I like BMXs. Juice. Gym. Belt. Some of you could be inside of mixed martial arts, kickboxing, taekwondo, jujitsu, krav maga, any kind of like martial arts you could be into, and you could be halfway points before your next belt. Congratulations. You could be on a team as well for baseball. Some of you could be doing renovations on your bathroom, or just renovations altogether on the house. I have hot tubs. Some of you could be hitting the hot tub after the gym. Gel. Some of you could, the gel, because the baby ultrasounds, I have ultrasound. You could be not pregnant, but you could still be going for ultrasound. So it could be the midway point of you getting results that you need for your overall health that you could have been waiting to come back in for you. I got the word Yule, so it could be that you are waiting for something to happen around Yule solstice. I got the number 9, number 7, number 6. So you could be born in 67, you could be born in 76 or 79. You could have an ad. Yeah, you could definitely have a group following where pieces, the word pieces, axe. So you could be in axe throwing. So we have PYULEXMWBBHHT. So this could be initials, part of a name, part of a place where you live. So you could be saving up for Alexis, or your name could be Lexi, or Alexis, or Alicia. So yeah. Blue, your favorite color could be blue. Doesn't have to be. Boy. Yeah. Some of you could be getting the help that you've been waiting for, whether that is medication or like for school or financial aid. All right. I hope I brought confirmation that you needed. Sorry, hopefully that wasn't loud. Yeah, anyways, that was everything I had. If you enjoyed the video, and if you could give it a thumbs up, that's all I ask, as I do these videos and it helps others to see the video as well. All right, remember to eat, hydrate, and have fun, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.